time to do something that I haven't done in literal years. We're only doing one right now, and the rest of the broadcast will be chatting. But on the YouTube side of things, I am about to get a prolapse. I am going to get smacked. So, without further ado, I built this up. I built this up. I built this up in my brain and I practiced and I fucked it up. I'm embarrassed. It's worse to stop than keep going bad. No, like, you know how some people go, no, the game sucks because of lag? No, this song sucks because of lag. Literally, like the words are like a microsecond behind. And so I don't have time to process them. No, this fucking I'm sucking because of lag, okay? Too long. This bit has gone on too long. I fucked it up one too many times. We got the best part of the song done. You know what? That was a warm up, okay? I'll actually practice more next time when I'm not stressed for a flight. This next song go. Nah, genuinely the only song I can pull out of my ass perfectly the first time around is unironically the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, but nobody wants to hear that. Best part of the song is the whole song. Shut up, Alkavi! You don't think I know that? Hi, everybody. Been a hot minute since we've been in the void. What a nice larynx you have there. Please harvest it. You want to hear it? Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. Mom asked me if I cleaned the dishes. I answered, Corb Midas. She smiled as she knows they're washed. You're next. You're next, bitch. You're on my list. And I'm checking it twice. If I see you at the Duder meetup on Sunday, I'm punting you. Thank you, Gerstein, for the €2. Cyan Brick. Yes, Cyan Brick. Don't speak for us, Bandit of the East. I have to, because you're literally me. Like, I speak for myself. You want to hear the story of Gandalf the Grey, the Gandalf? Oh my fucking god. Both chats! Fine. Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. At least I know all the lyrics for this one off the top of my head. And the last time I heard it, no, go away, wasn't 4 years ago. Ultimate Showdown. Hell, I don't even need the lyrics for this. But yeah, I'm excited to talk about Offkai with you guys after this. Old Godzilla was hopping around Tokyo City like a big playground when suddenly Batman burst from the shade and hit Godzilla with a back grenade. Godzilla got pissed and began to attack, but didn't expect to get blocked by Shaq, who proceeded to open up the can of Shaq Blue when Aaron Carter came out of the blue and he started beating up Shaquille O'Neal, but they both got flattened by the Batmobile. But before he could make it back to the Batcave, Abraham Lincoln popped out of his grave and took an AK-47 out from under his hat and blew Batman away with the rat-a-tat-tat. That he ran out of bullets and he ran away because Optimus Prime gave to save the day. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Godzilla took a bite out of Optimus Prime, then Scruff McGruff took a bite out of Crime, and then Jack came back covered in a tire track, but Jackie Chan jumped out and landed on his back. Batman was injured and trying to get steady when Abraham Lincoln came back with a machete, but suddenly something caught his leg and he tripped. Indiana Jones took him out with his whip. He saw Godzilla sneaking up from behind, and he reached for his gun, which he just couldn't find because Batman stole it, and he shot and he missed, and Jackie Chan deflected it with his fist, and he jumped in the air and he did a somersault while Abraham Lincoln tried to pole vault onto Optimus Prime. They collided in the air. They both got hit by a Care Bear stare. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown. Angels sang out in immaculate chorus when down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris, who delivered a kick which could shatter bones into the crotch of Indiana Jones, who fell over on the ground, writhing in pain, as Batman changed back into Bruce Wayne. But Chuck saw through his clever disguise, and he crushed Batman's head in between his thighs. Then Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight and Benito Mussolini and the Blue Meanie and Cowboy Curtis and John B. the Genie, Robocop the Terminator, Captain Kirk and Darth Vader, Lopan, Superman, every single Power Ranger, Bill S. Preston and Theodore Logan, Spock, The Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan came out of nowhere and lightning fast, and they kicked Chuck Norris in his cowboy ass with the bloodiest battle that the world ever saw. Civilians looking on in total awe. The fight raged on for a century, many lives were claimed, but eventually the champion stood. The rest saw the better, Mr. Rogers in a blood-stained sweater. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown. This is the ultimate showdown. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Well, I know that part of the VOD won't be muted because Neil Cicierega isn't a pussy bitch that mutes things. This is a song she should have sang in the first place. Yeah, instead of driving everyone away. I was just driving away the unworthy. Yeah, no, I genuinely hope that there was no desync, because earlier when I was setting up this, I was like freaking out because the Persona song was desyncing by 70 milliseconds, so I adjusted for but I wasn't able to test if this song would desync. So I really hope, for my sanity, that the backing track was actually in time with how I sang it. Otherwise, I'm gonna look like a fucking idiot. I mean, I look like one anyway because I'm singing into a microphone. Love that you're able to sing that whole song. Do never change, goofball. Thank you, Xander, and thank you for the 5. Look, serious songs, it takes forever for me to do, but any song from the Lemon Devin discography, he has like 8 or 9 albums, I know by heart, because for years I had them as like my stream background noises. I broadcast now, but when I used to stream, I would play him almost exclusively. Like, personally, I like Dinosaur Orchestra. That's a good album. I'm not a fan of the Christmas one per se. I've Got Some Falling to Do, great song. Touchtone Telephone, covered it. And I don't know, I like Reaganomics, very cute, quirky. I Earn My Life, Lifetime Achievement Award, those are all great songs. Anyway, now sing 2 trucks. If it's desynced, I'll fix it in post. Prof, how the fuck would you fix it in post? It's being exported as a single video file. Unless you like use like a tool to remove my vocals and then put in a new backing track. Sync is fine now? Oh, sync is fine. You were perfectly safe. Oh, excellent. What a fun stream. First time here. Well, hello, Cristobal. It's a broadcast, first off. But I'm glad that you're here. I saw on Twitter that you actually want to get 100k subs. That eager to give 10 golden kernels. How lovely of you. First off, no, I'm not. Second off, I only promised my heel. Like half of my foot. I didn't promise shit from toes. Nobody ever gets toes. You can get my heel at 100k, and I don't see 100k happening because I'm vanishing for until December. So, Brody Quest. I love Brody Quest. I actually made a custom VTuber quest video ages ago with like all the OG VTubers in it. That was a good time. You gonna sing any more songs? Nah. I actually am planning, like, I have like a proper karaoke setup, like straight up with like a whole environment and like the cool microphone and the awesome soft lighting. Final broadcast, I will sing 5 songs. Like final, like on July 2nd, I have it set up to do some songs that have been requested by the community at the end of that broadcast. The broadcast itself will only be an hour. July 2nd will only be 1 hour. So there's this broadcast, is this and next broadcast are the last 2 full-sized ones. Final one will be like half-sized. Otherwise, I might cry. Yes. I think I'll only be able to last an hour before I start going. How many bees are we talking here? We are talking about 17 bees, okay? Now, the bees in my stomach are, it's a representative. Have you ever been to art school? Everything has to have a meaning, okay? The bees represent the inner turmoil in my stomach packing for Offkai, okay? I'm terrified to meet you guys in real life. For those who don't know, I am meeting you guys, the duders, in real life, in my human body, corporeal form. Y'all get to see human me, which is a little scary. The rules for that are you're fine to take pictures, you're fine to do whatever. Just don't grab at me. I'm literally getting security because I'm so scared of somebody grabbing me. If you grab me, I will have a security person genuinely. This is a security state. My duder meetup is literally 1984. Okay, if you piss me off, I'm killing you. Actually, I can't make that joke. Because somebody actually threatened to like create a permanent memory for everyone at the meetup. So that's why there's security. No. But yeah, it'll be great. No, there's the idea of like maybe an arm wrestling contest, maybe some dancing, maybe a Hot Ones challenge. I'm sure. It just sounds like a fucking Prosnick at my house. Well, at not my house, at my church. No. Yeah. Hello, Kim from your shorts content. Seems like I'm quite late to the party though, lol. Toaster McBread! Welcome! You're very late to the party, but that's okay, because the party resumes in December. That said, after July 2nd, from July to December, I'll be around. You'll be able to find me. I'm findable. Kind of like how those shitty iPhones have those apps that go find my iPhone. Then you've got those little AirTags. Like, you can find me. Not with your iPhone. Better not find me with your fucking iPhone. I swear, if at the meetup I get gifts that have AirTags in them, I am writing your name in the equivalent of a death note. Now, what's the equivalent of a death note that isn't a death note? You don't want to find out. No, that's why the rules are like, hey, if you really want to hand something to me and be like, here is a present, which I'm not expecting, but the rules for that are, if I think that there's an AirTag in there, I'm not accepting it. So like any stuffies, I don't care how much love, care, effort, expense went into it. A stuffy, no way. Anything thicker than cardboard, no way. The only exception is if it's made out of glass, like a really cool shot glass, because I can see all the way through it. Yeah. Epstein's Black Book. Yeah. If you give me a fucking AirTag, I'm putting you in Epstein's flight logs. Will you be on full hiatus or are you appearing here and there? I'm going on a mixture. I'm going on full hiatus on the YouTube side of things and the Twitch side of things. Like, I will not be broadcasting. Point blank, period. No broadcasting and no new YouTube videos. The only YouTube videos that you're going to get from me during the hiatus are the ones that I've already pre-promised you guys. Like, for example, this isn't going to be one of them. I plan to get this out before I go, but like, let's say I don't have the cinnamon roll video that I promised you guys through the donathon done in time. Then during the hiatus, it would eventually get uploaded, right? Stuff like that. So like, promises made will be kept, but like, I'm not going to be uploading new shorts during that time. Midas, would you accept one of my challenge coins since I plan on giving out my patches and coins? Will you marry me? Lol. No, Adeline. I will graciously accept a challenge coin though, because if you manage to fit a tracker in that, I'd be impressed and I'd kind of deserve what comes to me. That said, if you do put a tracker in it and I find out, I'm beating your ass. Am I able to have you sign a Toy Crown Vic? I mean, hey, if you get it in the convention and, like, you really want something signed, I'm happy to sign. I just come back with a femboy boyfriend and fat stacks of cash. Crazy. Sorry, I'm relatively new. Is this indefinite? Long Sean Silver? No, it is till December. Because okay, here's the thing. This is not mandatory. I do not have to take this break, but I am deciding to take this break. I can theoretically do this and what I'm setting out to do at the same time. I just can't sustainably do it. It is way too much effort. I do not have enough hours in a day, and that's not fair to you, and it's not fair to what I'm going to be participating in. So the earliest that it would be reasonable to be able to do both at the same time again would be December. And as well, that gives me time to prep new assets and fun new shit for you guys. So, like, you guys can have something to look forward to when I come back. There's a few bucks for your bodyguard fund that I keep forgetting to Tony. Thank you. The MS DOS 25 for the 20. Thank you kindly. Every time you stifle a sneeze, Midas commit another due to the Temu brand death note. Thanks, Necroleptic, for the 5. And thanks. If you sneak air tags, I'm going to tell her to give them to me and I'll reset them to attach to my cats. Neko Yaru, you know what? Yeah, if people give me air tags, I'll, like, string them on top of your convention robot. I have to say this, I might only get one chance. I dare you to Google me, and double dare you to talk about what you found. In Trosas Volo, I refuse. Live ad? Can I gift you a disarmed grenade? It's not see-through, and it's not thinner than a piece of cardboard. Though that is really funny. The Midas will be back after these short messages. Do they sell meth at Offkai? I can ask. Okay, here's the thing. Do you know how? Okay, so on Sunday at Offkai, I'm going to be wearing the dinosaur suit, the inflatable dinosaur suit. When I approach the Duder meetup, I will be approaching in the dinosaur suit. You guys are going to see me from across the hall, like, lumbering over as an inflated dinosaur. Because, damn it, I promised it. I promised you guys I'd be an inflatable dinosaur. So, you know what? I will be, for you, an inflatable dinosaur. Then, like, you can watch in real time as I, like, emerge from it, like a worm out of a cocoon turning into a beautiful butterfly. Except, unlike a butterfly, I'm like a wasp. I will not stay in it the whole time because I'm not, like, trying to hide my face. Look, my face is easy enough to find online for those really enthusiastic to look. What I ask, though, is if you take pictures with me, that you don't tag them as hashtag Corpmitis or whatever, and put them in my hashtags, because those who don't attend the convention, that don't want to break immersion, it's really cruel to, like, go into my main tag and forcibly break their immersion, right? You're allowed to post it. Maybe we can even come up with, like, an original hashtag specifically for face pictures, but yeah, no, like, you don't even need to blur it. Like, I know what I am, and it's not gonna matter much anyway because you can reverse search my face and you won't find shit. So, yeah. Like a meet and greet with a voice actor, kinda, you know? Do you plan to go to another one? As Midas, no. At least not in the near future. Hey, Midas, finally caught your broadcast live. Hey, Omicron, flesh of Midas. Open the floor. Okay, edits the duder face over it. Yeah, no, if you really want to post your selfie with me in my main tags, then yeah, put a duder face on top of my face. That's it. Immersion break will have a special tag. Exterior of Midas. Live on the other side of the globe. I must send a virtual hug. Aw, that's so sweet. Chat, dude, chat, because you're literally me, go hug that guy for me, okay? I'm not gonna hug that person, but you guys can go hug them, because you're me. Mug of Midas. Will you accept a jar full of grandma teeth? Run it past the security guy, and if he says yes, then sure. Never gone to a con. Do you got any tips if you had any previous experience? This is my first time... Crust of Midas, Jesus Christ. This is my first time attending in this kind of capacity. All I can really recommend is have a bottle of water and dress for the weather appropriately. know the materials of the clothing you're wearing and wear comfortable shoes. I'm going to be breaking some of these rules because I have outfits I'm going to be wearing that require uncomfortable shoes, but you know. I thought you were the chosen one, Midas. It's not too late. Bossy Moon! Welcome! Welcome in! Hi, YouTube Raiders! We're just talking about prep for Offkai, and I'm nervous. It's supposed to be nice that day. Exactly, Vinyl. That's what I'm afraid of. I hate the heat. I hate the heat so much. I am terrified. I'm gonna be dying no matter what I wear. Hotties incoming. Oh my god, that's such a fun raid message. How do you feel about fan made merch? I love it. Like, that is the biggest honor and compliment. That somebody thinks I'm cool enough to turn into, like, fan merch and sell, you know? Like, if you made $1 billion off of fan merch you made of me and I didn't see a cent, I'd, like, retweet you on Twitter and be like, holy fuck, look, I'm a keychain! Go support an independent artist, guys. That's what you get from me. Yeah, no. This isn't a gunpie situation. No. I love being appreciated. Hotties incoming. Yes, Raiders, do tell me what you were doing on your end. I'm excited to see you. Welcome on in. Turn her into a marketable plushie. Hey, Necro! Somebody making Midas underwear right now. Unironically, that'd be so fucking funny. Somebody made, like, nasty, grotesque, overly sexual, like, lingerie that's, like, black and yellow stripe. It's got a little beading. Peak. Unironically peak. Like, I'd never wear it. Yeah, it might be hard for me to promote, but I'd look at that and be like, the craftsmanship. There's a guy who made like a whole series of like metal chain link bracelets and jewelry themed after all of the Midas colors and then like the main Midas thing. I'm looking at his page and the whole time I'm like, oh my god, do I have the budget to buy this off this guy? Because I really fucking want this. This is so cool. I'd be the baddest e-boy in the ecosphere. But nah. At this point I haven't justified it, but maybe soon. Imagine someone built a Midas prosthetic so good they started using it in hospital. I mean, hey. Hi, Base Rock Archives. Thank you for the $1.99. Nah, black and yellow stripes predates you, Midas. Maybe. But black and yellow stripes and it being called a core of Midas thing. Yeah. Bonus if there's like the belt buckle, you know? All I want is a Midas Fumo and the Midas PS2 game. Well, funny that you say that, Simeon. Funny you say that, Simeon. Syndicate Fumos are almost ready. Fumo me, Bomi, and Tixie. It's not ready yet, but they're ready very soon, and the prototypes have actually been shown to me, and they're incredible. You can fill these bad boys with milk, slurp them, you know, suck them, and then throw them against walls. Like, they're incredible. What about official merch? Do you have any company you'd like to work with? I'm already working with a few places, and I'm pretty happy with what I'm working on. What if I admit that you're my Yoshi? I'm not falling for bait. I feel like if I Google your name, purely because you told me to Google your name, I'm gonna get a virus. Is Pixie gonna be inside the suit with you? If she tries climbing in, I am gutting her in the middle of the floor. I am being forcibly removed from the Offkai showrooms. Can I deep fry the Midas Fumo? Yes. Ever interacted with Kirsch or Pippa? Actually, I've interacted with Pippa a few times at this point. Very sweet, very sweet. She's a sweetie. Kirsch, no. I've seen her around, but no interactions there. Bees and stomach. Have you consumed honey? Bees and stomach. Look, what do you think produces the yellow that comes out of my hair and eyes? That is honey. If you took a bite out of my hair and started to suck, it would be honey. Like when I want to cook something and sweeten it. Like if I have a cup of tea, I'll grab it and just dip my hair in it, and swirl it around a little bit. Midas, you're the reason I'm up at night. You scare me. Well, thank you. Midas, did you eat that jewel yet? I'm trying. So, in about okay, so it's 7 right now. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. In 10 hours, I have to be in a car and I'm driving for 2 hours to the airport because I have to leave the mountains because I live inside of a mountain, for those who don't know. No. Drive 2 hours and we get to the airplane and then I have to go on 12 hours worth of flights all the way to San Jose. Once I get there, it's gonna be great. I've got plans with a few other VTubers. If you figure out who I am on the showroom floor at Offkai before like I openly go, "Hey, I'm Midas." I mean, you feel free to like say hi, but like if I see you following me around, I am carrying a secret beating stick at all times. I'm shoving it up my shirt through my cleavage so you can't actually see it, but if you get too close to me and you stick around for too long, I have full permission from the convention to beat you to death. Anyway. Are you a dwarf? Diggy diggy hole? Model's really twitchy today? That's because today I'm not using Warudo. Today I'm actually back to using Vinyan, which is the place that I used to record all of my shorts in. I used to record them here because the tracking is different, and it makes my hand motions actually work because my leap motion doesn't work in Warudo, but my leap motion works perfectly in Vinyan. I really like Warudo because of how it looks, but this is more accurate to how I move. And I think, it's probably for the best since we're getting closer to the end that, we keep things nice and traditional. Would you pose with the aforementioned beating stick? If you like, yeah, I can do like a victory pose. Like those hunters that like pose with the bears that they kill. They like put one foot on their spine, one in the back, and then they have like the gun perched on their shoulder, and they stand victorious like this, and they get like paintings done, and they go over fireplaces. I'll do that for you. If you end up as if you are victimized by Core of Midas at Offkai 2025, you could qualify for painting compensation. Missed the first few minutes of the stream. Are you wearing tracking suit? No, it got stopped by customs. It should have been here yesterday, but it was stopped by customs and they made me pay $400 to release it. I fucking hate the Canadian postal system. I swear to God. I'm so mad. And they're like, actually, I'm sorry, we can't release it. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't release it? It's like, oh no, you need to pay 400 in taxes and duties. And I'm like, I'm going to kill myself. All right, I'm going to make sure that you're not actually scammers. And I'm going to go on the official website and double check. Fuck, you were telling the truth. Oh, this sucks. Anyway, I had to pay out of pocket 400, but it's worth it. It's Worth it. I would do it again. And it is on its way. It should be back after Offkai. Back, it should be here. 400. I mean, at least it was only 400 Canadian. That's like 200 US at this point. Use a private carrier instead. It literally, the place I live, because it's so in the middle of fucking nowhere, I only had like FedEx as an option. Straight up. Like literally only FedEx. So I had to use FedEx as the carrier. Make sure you use Canada's made law. It's a super suit. Yes, the super suit. As soon as that super suit is here, you see how much I'm moving with my arms now? Imagine that, but my whole body. Actually. So, you guys can't see. You guys can't see right now because, but imagine behind me, I've got a big room with dinosaurs on the walls. It's brown and it's got a black carpet. My baby brother is working on the oil fields right now, and I crawled out of my closet and I'm like, hey, you're not using your childhood bedroom, are you? And he's like, why the fuck would I be using my childhood bedroom? And I'm like, just asking, can I turn it into a motion capture studio? And he did the equivalent of like giving me a side eye over the phone. And he went, yes, please take pictures. I would like to see. So I have his blessing. And so I have his bed and I disassembled it and I have it crawling up the wall and I have it covering the window so that the fucking heat doesn't get in. And oh my god, this is so much better than being in the closet. That tiny ass closet. I have a real desk I'm working on now. And my monitors are like in front of me. They're not climbing up the ceiling in one straight line. I don't have to look all the way up now to read chat. Holy moly, might just keep popping up my recommendations. Good advice from you. Crazy to catch your stream. Cheers. Hey, welcome on in on the Twitch side. Julian's Pen. We got 2 broadcasts left before hiatus, and I'm glad that you could catch this one. Yeah, get your out of the closet jokes over and done with. Want to know how often I've been hearing that joke the last week? The thing is they make that joke because they don't know. Anyway. Before you wait, what? During Pride Month? What? Anyway, I'm not sawing this desk in half this time, I promise. So, a little bit of lore. Before I got this model, I was just about to debut it. I wanted to set up a proper streaming setup, like for my broadcasts. I went into my Discord, like with the duders, and I'm like, hey guys, I'm in VC. And for like a minute and a half, I showed a camera, like I had my camera on, and I panned it into the closet, and they could see me with my hacksaw sawing a desk in half because I have to shove it in there, but I also need to be able to fit a chair in there. This closet's like 1.5 meters long by 2/3 of a meter wide. So it's tiny fucking thing, right? And I remember them so confused. No. Oh, I will say the Syndicate 3D concert prep is going really, really well. So I'm getting a new 3D for that matches the live 2D, and holy fuck. Like, okay, I love the model that Win made me, but this guy fucking knocked it out of the park. The way he does hair is... Hold on. I gotta grab the whip. I'm gonna drag the whip onto screen right now. It literally looks fucking identical. Like, I didn't think... And for the price? Like, holy shit. Like, I'm sorry, but this guy's gonna be the guy I go to for everything now. Where is it? Oh god, I'm excited to see Apollo at Offkai. I'm gonna be so real with you. I love Apollo Mythos to death. She is the biggest sweetie. And knowing that she's performing at Pixelated Nights, like, I'm just like, ah! And Umi's also performing, like, all the people I care about are doing so well. Like, okay, that's cringe. I know. But, like, I like when the people I care about do well. So sue me. Here we go. There's The Whip by Michi. Save image. Okay, so this is still a work in progress, but the way this is phenomenal. A river in a dry land. The last day. Oh, well, now I have it stuck in my head. Maybe I could sing it properly next time. Look at that! That looks fucking identical to the live 2D. And if you look, it's got ears. It's got ears. Look at that. And it's got hair on the inside too. So if I do this, no more hammerhead. No more hammerhead. Ah! Like, isn't this so incredible? And all of the syndicate are getting models like this. We are going to kill it on the dance floor, everybody. And I'm prepping a special outfit for it. Now, the way this is going timeline-wise, the Syndicate concert will probably happen after my hiatus starts. So, this will be something that you see down the line. Can I drag you in here? There we go. Okay. And hold on. Can I zoom? Look at that. Hold on. Can I move my model, please? Hello? There we go. Look at that! I'm working on this outfit with another artist in collaboration, but we've got my sunflower fit. The concert's gonna be great. The concert's gonna be great. I've never put on something like this before, so I've been needing a lot of help from Bomi and Pixie. Speaking of Pixie, she's invading the Duder meetup. Like, oh, move back. Move back. Thank you. She is invading the Duder meetup. So if you're coming to see me, it's a package deal. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to deal with Pixie. I know that you're all chomping at the bit. You know. To destroy her with me, right? You're gonna help me destroy her, right? Anyway, I'm gonna catch up on Supas real quick. Oh, Alkavi, thank you for the 20. Sing Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. I mean, I guess if I have to. I already did. Thankfully, I don't think that part of the VOD will be muted, but the other one will. Okay, am I caught up? Actually, all breaks are mandatory according to the employee handbook. Thank you, Chibi Disciple, for the 5. And yes. My Anther, thank you for sending a gift member. Base Rocks Archives. Hi to you too. Azeroth, thank you for the 5 gifted members. Where is my boy Jeffrey Epstein? I usually see him every broadcast. I'm missing my Oshi. Jack Frost, thank you for the 10. As someone who is BPD, in this day and age of social media and influencers, how can I prevent myself from developing FP attractions to content creators so that I don't end up having issues with splitting? Okay, so for those not entirely in the know, FP stands for favorite person. And it is a phenomena for those who have severe emotional regulation disorders like borderline personality disorder, to form unhealthily strong attachments to one individual. One. It's like the center of their universe and their obsession. Their whole life revolves around this person. And that is their favorite person, or an FP. Sometimes an FP can be an animal. So it's like your cat is your FP. And if something happened to it, you would legitimately commit suicide, right? Like if its leg broke. Or in my case, my favorite person is my younger sister. If anything happened to her, I would kill everyone and then myself. And I'm not saying this hyperbolically, like, you know, for some people it's romantic. So some people it's the boyfriend that they, you know, get attached to. Some people it is genuinely their parents become their FP. Now, how do you stop yourself from developing those emotions for a content creator? it's not something that you can really control. It's a base human instinct to develop these personal feelings, right? I don't see how you would develop it for a content creator to that kind of intensity. I don't even know what kind of preventative measures you could take, but definitely always keep in the back of your mind the realistic nature of what it would be like to interact with that content creator. Not in a, if I met them in real life, what would it be like? We could get married, have kids, have a family, have a dog, and a white picket. No, no, no. I mean, like, realistically, most likely, are you only going to talk to them when they're making content once in a while? Sometimes they like your posts, maybe, if you're really in the community. Okay, if that is the extension of your interaction, then you can realistically tampen down your expectations, and it's less likely to form something inherently, deep reaching, even if they seem to understand you on a fundamental level. Isn't that just becoming obsessed? Yes and no. I mean, in a normal person it is, but it's again, while I live with this, I'm not like a medical expert. I don't know how other people handle it. I just know what my life is like with this. Go Parasocial, that VTuber is your girlfriend. Rah-rah-roo. Now. This isn't a GFE experience. There's plenty of those out there. Those ones are your girlfriend because you're paying for it. Y'all see the end of Rent a Girlfriend, by the way? That was so fucking funny. That was the most chaotic 24 hours I've seen on Twitter in a long time. Last time it was that chaotic, it was like an election. Can you imagine getting cucked in that way by the author of a manga? Like, honestly, it makes me want to read Rent a Girlfriend. First Midas broadcast talking about parasocial relationships. Wonderful start. Well, I guess I'm not meeting Midas. Lol, 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 lol. I'm watching this in goddamn China right now. That's crazy. Jay the Bard? Jay? When were you in chat? Oh, I missed that. Duder Meetup on Sunday at Offkai. For those who don't know. Someone did the math on how much guy spent on her. It was in the 6 figures. Christ almighty. Hi, Midas. First saw your expressions on Reddit, I think, a long time ago. Nice to actually catch a stream. Well, hello, welcome to the broadcast. Unfortunately, due to a born disability of being Euro poor and can't be an Offkai, hope you have lots of fun. Also, new costume looks great. Hey, thank you, AGS, and thank you for the 30 PLN. Well, I'm going to be busy, but I always recommend going to VExpo if you're European. If you're European, I would check out VExpo. For no other reason than it's just European Offkai, of course. Damn, now I just want to go back to singing Lemon Demon songs. I hate you guys. The seal has been broken, and all I want to do is go back to being me from 4 years ago and just fucking railing those Lemon Demon songs. Have you ever played the game known as Clinical Trial? I'm trying to date someone who really likes the game. Never played it, Jack Frost. Never heard of it. I don't play games. But thank you for the 5. Before I go and stop talking to chat forever, by the way, you're a cool VTuber, and I appreciate that you talk about the fucking nightmare and terror that is living with BPD. Might catch the next one. Well, Alex, thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. And there's only really one left like this, and then after that is just the so long, farewell, and Vitos and good night broadcast. Lol. Hit all the good events are in Hell World, California. Love the podcast setup. Gonna bring up gorillas every 5 minutes. Let's say, for the sake of argument, I was busting it down sexual style, goated with the sauce. And then let's say, hypothetically, for the sake of argument, Yeah, I don't think turning into Ben Shapiro is a good idea. Especially with him being like a Zionist and all that. You're leaving YouTube? I don't know how many times I gotta repeat myself. I'm pausing YouTube. Ah! There's bugs in my skin! Ah! That was a good one, Cheese Man. Now, Midas, take a break. A long break. Oh, darkness. Smug Elena. I like Smug Elena's content. I just okay, I'm mixed on her content. I like her as a person. I like the character she portrays. I love her model. She seems genuinely very sweet and funny. I just don't like React slop. Like, I'm just gonna say it. Like, it's not my cup of tea. It's not the kind of content I like to consume, and it's not the kind of content I like to make. I'm not a React slopper, so a lot of Smug Alana stuff I just can't watch. Kind of like how I love Rosie Belmu. She is a very dear, sweet person, and I think she is excellent. I had many a good conversation with her. I can't watch a fucking second of her content, though. I can't do React slop. Even if it's like, the only time I can do it is if I've, like, if I know that I'm being mentioned and so I'm just waiting for something, right? Or if they're react slopping to me, because I do want to see that. That is interesting to me. But like somebody reacting to like House Hoarders or Gordon Ramsay, bitch, if I wanted to do that, I'd get in a Discord VC. I'd round up duders and be like, all right, guys, it's Gordon Ramsay. Hey guys, after broadcast, do you guys unironically want to watch Kitchen Nightmares while I pack? I mean, I might not be there for most of it, but like I could jump in and be like, "Hey guys, Kitchen Nightmares," and then like leave you guys to your own devices. I think that could be fun. That could fuck. Hello, Midas. Just want to say I got introduced to Lemon Demon from your touchtone telephone cover, so thank you. Sola Cat, Sola Kate, thank you for the 5. And touchtone telephone is one of those songs that I've sung over and over and over and over again through the years, and it is one of my favorite. Lemon Demon is so slept on. I know it's like the meme guy, Neil Ciceriga's Lee Epic Funny, but genuinely, he is so talented. And the stuff he makes is a mix of quirky, but also fascinating, and some of it's got a lot of interesting things to say. No, not leaving. No hiatus. Midas is going on a mission. Major difference. Ah, Justin gets it. Thank you for the 5. Wishing you and every duder safe travels and a good time on Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, Pixie threatened to kiss me at the meetup, so I have to come up with a way to, like, stave her off. Like, I'm thinking I get, like, a hot poker, and every time she comes near me, I'm gonna jab her with it. Is there a particular... Oh, but yeah. Thank you, Dog Sweaters, and thank you for the 5. Bandit of the East, thank you for 5. Is there a particular cutler that inspired the Midas military outfit? I can't find a similar jacket IRL. I also hope the con goes well for you. I'm going to be so real. It's a blend of things, but mostly Italy from Hitalia. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry, okay? Italy from Italy and some of my imagination. Like, I don't think there's a specific jacket that exists out there in any official sense or capacity that looks like the one I have. I'm just a big fucking weeb. There's too many VTuber I hate. I get roasted and timed out and banned too much. Well, Mockingjay, like, have you done something to deserve being banned? Straight up. I don't know. Sing ordinary. Like, I'm sure you're fine, man. It really, again, know your audience, right? Like, have you done something to deserve to be banned in the context of where you are, right? Holy Kino. Holy Koji Adv. Hi. Hi. Spirit Hone is an amazing album. Personal favorite. Spiral Advance is good. I like When He Died. That one's a good one. Midas, if you had the chance, collab with the Central Vault herself, Fillion is lost. Fillion is interesting. I mean, as soon as I get my full body tracking equipment, I'd be down for it. Like, straight up. I don't agree with Fillion, like, on a lot of the ways that she makes content, but I'll be damned if she's not entertaining as hell. And you know what? Hell, we'd probably have good chemistry on screen. That said, we might not agree on everything, but I don't think, that's a bad thing. Makes people human. Is there a Midas Discord? There is a Midas Discord. Mods, guards, drop the link. If they don't drop the link, I will put it in the description of the YouTube VOD at the end of broadcast. So you can check like 2 minutes after and refresh, and you can go there. Unless a mod drops it. Oh, thank you, Para. It's in the Twitch chat, not in the YouTube. Hi, Midas. Hi, Gummy Goji. To Zumi personally, but respect, fair enough. Which famous VTuber would you like to collab with? That's difficult because, like, I have answers, but whenever this question comes up and I say it, something happens, and then I am put in a position where I have to retract that statement because people get angry at me. Because the famous VTuber fan base finds me and they get really pissy. And it's just like, I don't want to deal with that. So I'd, like, probably rather, stick to people that are my size or smaller, Or, like, in the same wheelhouse. I have no reason to reach for people that don't know or care about me, I'd rather just make good shit with people I know have the same work ethic as me. There's networking, and then there's, impossibilities. And then there's also, well, whys, Imagine Peeba collab. Yeah, Whisper. Yes. I think, unironically, I hate to say it, she is really nice to me, but I think our collab would be really boring because we'd both be sitting there the whole time, like. So that's not a good idea. Swarm kind of well, not gonna lie. Yeah, Sky, I don't want to talk about the Swarm. Necro going nah straight up. Okay, Necro. I don't know if you were here when no, you weren't here when I had my dental arc, but early on in Midas, I had a severe dental emergency where all of, like, my back molars on both sides of my mouth were eroding away really quick, and I had to get, like, multiple root canals at the same time. And the roots were infected and the gums were going. It was really messy. I was in constant pain. And the dudes, they stepped in and they were very generous and sweet, and they basically saved my lower jaw. Like, it was incredible. Very intensive dental surgeries, of which the anesthetic didn't work, so I had to take that shit raw. But during all of that, Pippa was very sweet. Like, she gave me advice, both publicly and in private, just, like, about dentists and, what to do. It's just, which seems really, out of, I'm gracious. I'm gracious when people treat me well, especially when there's no reason for them to. Right? Like, so that's why this shit with, like, Anna Valence right now is pissing me off, right? Total garbage that she's spewing. Nobody's perfect, and everybody cultivates an audience that's kind of edgelordy in the space, like, some less than others. Like, hell, if there was a school shooting and somebody put a duder on the gun and they put my username, like, I'm sure they'd be saying the same shit about me. Like, oh yeah, of course it was a Midas fan. Like, it doesn't matter who the victim of this is. It's not the streamer's responsibility past a certain point. You can make every joke in the world as a content creator and it be clearly a joke, but one person will take it seriously and run with it and fuck around with things, right? And that is exactly what happened for the guy. He didn't shoot anyone. He literally open carried. He was like threatening with it. He was like, "Oh, if you piss me off, I've got a gun. I'm not going to shoot you, but I got a gun if you piss me off." And he was like goading people. Again, nobody died, but it was enough of an incident that it made local newses, right? And they immediately were like pointing the finger at Pippa, and they were showing like pictures of her model on TV, and it's like, he's a fan of the VTuber. It's just like, any real fan of a slightly edgy VTuber would genuinely know not to do shit like that, because they know that would actually harm or damage the people they care about. Like, if somebody did this with Bao, like if Bao made a slightly edgy joke and then they ran with it and they did something that got them on the news with like potentially a violent weapon, people would like swim to her defense, right? Because she doesn't have an edgy persona. But because somebody has an edgy persona, they deserve everything they get. Nah, I'm not about that life. A victim's a victim. It doesn't matter how much you dislike them. Is maple flavored stuff cheaper in Canada? I mean, yes and no. Everything's expensive baseline in Canada for no fucking reason. Lava chicken jockey? Yes, lazy Amelana Caris. Midas, do you think that something similar would happen to your fan base if you said an edgy joke? Here's the thing. It kind of has. Not to that extent, but in private. People have been contacting my business email with misunderstood affections, where they've taken something that I've said and then taken it to the extreme. I said that I find blood sexy, I find blood attractive, and that in university, I wrote a paper on organic artwork, and I developed a whole process on turning blood and organic pigment into archival oil paints. Like, I had like a whole clinical breakdown of it, and the reason for that was, well, once somebody is dead, what is a new way to preserve them with dignity that lasts way longer than a standard burial or funerary practices? Well, people like to preserve art throughout all of eternity. We still have cave paintings that are well enough preserved because humans value art so much more than they even do the corpse. So if we turn the corpse into art, that gives them a form of immortality. So I was experimenting with that, right? Somebody in the crowd for Duders took that and went, and they forgot all of that nuance. And they just went, oh, blood hot, blood sexy. Okay, I'm going to cut myself and send that to Midas. I'm sure that'll get Midas off. It's like, as a direct action of something I said, that wasn't even, it wasn't tangential in that sense. I never asked for that, right? I don't want people who are disturbed to hurt themselves. I want people to do better for themselves. And that really fucked with me. Not because I'm like, oh, blood, oh, wounds, ooh. It was more like, bro, why would you do that? First off, that's a lot to clean up, but like, it's gotta hurt, it's gotta sting. You missed the whole point of why I romanticized blood in the first place. I don't know. I don't even blame him, right? Even though I probably could. Like, it's just like, at what point is that my fault, right? To the same degree, like, should that 100% be my fault because something I said was misinterpreted and then elaborated on? I genuinely don't think so, but it took me a while to get to that point. And in the same vein, should Pippa have to respond? Should Pippa have to take responsibility for something that she didn't ask for? That she didn't assume was going to happen? Is her saying an edgy joke a few years ago about shooting up a Walmart the same as her saying, to my following, please go to rallies and threaten people with weapons? No. Hey, Gun Bunny. It's been a hot minute since I've seen you around, Eve. We're just talking about the, you know, ever since you stopped managing my emails, I've been getting some interesting shit sent to me. Okay. But yeah. No, I had a guy email me saying that he was planning on changing the course of every duder's life at the meetup, and so that's why I had to do some hardcore. I had to turn it into a police state. Literally, there's security at the meetup. It'll be in front of the security booth. It's only 2 hours maximum. I have heavy restrictions on what can be brought there. Like, genuinely, I don't want to take any risks that I can't calculate because that guy freaked me the fuck out. Did anything beat that sponsorship offer from the Chinese medical chemical wizard yet? Yeah, Gum Bunny. Eve, there's I don't even know where to start. That was me, sorry, lol. Um Now it's why partially I like I was gonna spend more time. I was gonna have a longer stretch of duder activities. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna take this duder to lunch, and I'm gonna do this with that. I cut all of that out of the schedule. Like I had something planned for other days. I'm genuinely a bit terrified, and I'm gonna be sticking with mostly VTubers unless I've pre-cleared it with other people. For most of Offkai. But I'm excited to meet some VTubers. You know. Hey, Hugabees121. Oh, let's. Hey, Midas, I want to say I really appreciate your vids. They're so real, and your milestone video helped me immeasurably at a terrible time in my life. Thank you so much for saying what I've always wanted to say. More people should do shit with you do without being criticized. Also, Midas, chin texture coming when? I'm not above criticism. I genuinely not. I think people should be allowed to be criticized for the things they say. And I've received criticism for that video and everything else I've ever done. I'll probably receive criticism for this broadcast even. But I don't think people should fear criticism. It makes you grow as a person. Do you have any opinions on the Middle East? No, lazy kraut. Do you know why? Because I don't know enough about what's going on over there. So having a big opinion about something I don't understand makes me stupider than somebody who has a wrong opinion. And that isn't me going middle of the road, oh, both sides are bad, oh, both sides are good, or both sides are unfortunate. It's just like, no. The only real, like, solid opinion I have is that the Zionists are out of control. And that the Middle East is a hellhole at this point in time. It's a bloodbath out there. Yeah, that's the extent of my opinion. I got nothing deeper. I've got no, like, whose fault was it? Who's, like, the worst in the conflict? Who's the best in the conflict? Should America be actually, okay, I have an opinion there. I don't think America should be supplying the Middle East with weapons or aid. I think that That's stupid. That I do think that. I do think that. And I know people would be mad about that. Zionist sounds like a Pokemon name! Zionist, I choose you. Oh dear. It's better to be thought of as a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Unironically, Mockingjay, my mother has said that to me before. Why does the conflict always happen in the Middle East? It's been 20 years. That's because it a wealth of resources in the Middle East. That's why. There's oil there. And there's also a ton of religious centers that all the Abrahamic religions share. And they don't want to share. They just want to own it entirely. And once you put religion in the mix, it gets messy. Born too early to be sent to the Middle East, born too late to be sent to the Middle East, and born just at the right time to be sent to the Middle East. Wretched. The Pandemoniac, thank you for becoming a duder. Do people not learn about this in school, bruh? Sky? No. We just learned the same 5 talking points about World War II over and over again. It really depends on the school you go to. I know in Canada, we learned about World War II. And what else did I learn where I lived? The fur trade in Canada. And we also learned about how all the people who came over and settled in Canada were evil monsters and they needed to die. But they didn't. They unfortunately populated the area. And they're evil for it. That's what I learned in high school. Sounds like 2010 school to me. Yeah. Also, lots of anti-bullying campaigns, and they were all really, like, bad. Anti-bullying campaigns only made me want to bully people harder. I'm gonna be so real. Because they always made the bullies look super cool. I'm gonna be real. Like, anti-bullying campaigns always did the most to make me, like, think that the bullies might have had a point. They might have been the good guys, you know? Like, I never looked at an anti-bullying campaign and went, wow, that bully's a loser. We should really stand up against him. No, it was always like sad, somber music, a kid pouting and crying in the corner, their books in their hands, going, I'm being bullied. And the bullies in the background in the coolest fucking outfits, surrounded by many friends. So you know that they're popular. You know that they've got people that think that they're doing the right thing. And they're saying milk toast weak lame insults, and the nerd in the corner has paper thin skin, cannot take being called a wuss. Bullying is bad. And then it pans to like a funeral. Bullying kills. You guys ever get the PSA in the early 2000s, that in late 90s, early 2000s, that was like, this is your brain on drugs. And it's like an egg and they crack it in the frying pan. Dumb shit. Aside from Amanda Todd, it was all like, Jesus fucking Christ, dog. The rest was turn off the computer and it goes away. They got aura. They portray the bully as the 6-foot giga. Exactly! If they wanted a more effective bully, unironically, they need to have a small group of semi-attractive, like not hot girls, but like mid-attractive, like mid-women. Right? They needed to have mid that are kind of attractive women that are slightly powerful in the social circle, and they need to bully the shit out of somebody that is just as or slightly less attractive than them. And they also need to bully nerd boys in ways that matter. Those are the cruelest bitches. Not even the hottest of the hot, because they don't even concern themselves with you. No, it's the ones that want to be seen as the hottest of the hot and are almost there, but not quite, and so they're insecure about it. They take out their rage on everybody. Now, I think we need to have a serious conversation, genuinely, about the everybody is beautiful culture. I think that it's actually incredibly toxic. Here's the thing: men don't have an everybody is beautiful culture. They don't. They have people can be attractive in their own way or whatnot, but they don't have a no, you're beautiful no matter what you do or say. If a guy is looking rank, another guy will straight up tell him, you look busted. You look bad. You look like you don't fit your clothing. You need to work out. You need to eat better. Like, guys are very honest with that kind of thing. But like a guy is actively like a 2 and he's talking to his friend who's a 6, the 6 usually tells the 2 that the 2 is a 2, right? And the 2 usually tells the 6 that he's a 6. Like, they're very clean cut, right? And sometimes they help each other out, sometimes they don't. But it is what it is, and they understand. However, there's this weird gray area with women where socially it's unacceptable to be honest. It's not mean to be honest. Men have proven this, that you can be honest and not mean and not cruel. However, it's been made such that honesty equals cruelty in the female space. If a genuine 2, is asking, hey, I can't tell what I am. Am I ugly? Am I a 2? Do I need to improve? And she goes to a 4 or a 5, and the 4 or 5 will go, no, you're a 5 or a 6, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, because she doesn't want to make the 2 upset. And enough of that will actually confuse a person into believing that they are more physically attractive than they are. It's not evil to think that you're attractive. It's not wrong, but this just means that you're going to be more confused when you have less opportunities than others because pretty privilege exists, right? Or you're going to feel cognitive dissonance because you're going to think internally, I'm ugly, but everybody's saying I'm pretty, so what is the truth? No, that is genuinely a really cruel thing to do to a person. Like, no. But there is this stigma around it, and you get called a bully. And I don't know, again, it's so damaging, so toxic. I would prefer to be called what I am, because then I can actually take steps to fix it. But I know for a fact that if a good friend of mine was crying and she's just like, I'm not sure how I look, I genuinely feel hideous, what's wrong with me? She is not looking for me to go, well, in conventional attractive standards, you're a 4, okay? You're not really hot, so maybe that is explaining why people are treating you this, and this way. These are things you can do to improve. If I said that, I would be a fucking social pariah, and that's, like, okay, I guess. Like, that's how the system is set up. But if a guy did the same thing, I mean, probably he wouldn't be crying, but he'd be like, I feel so ugly. I don't understand why women won't date me. I'm on apps, and people are telling me that I'm hot as shit. And I went, well, no, you're not. You're a 4. If you did this, and this, though, you could look facts and you could improve where you're at. Like, saying an identical thing to either side, one is seen as an insane insult, and the other is seen as a actionable thing to help out. I don't know. And you know what? I know the society I live in. I know that I can't always be honest. And I also know I don't ever want to make a woman cry. Like, I know women are disgusting, horrible creatures, but their wailing is worse than what they are, you see? If I made a woman cry, that's worse than a woman being happy. You know? Yeah. Hey, oh, Ava Phoenix. For me, it would be better to say everyone is beautiful and perfect, but instead just accept that one might be perfect and be okay. You don't need to be the most beautiful person to be happy. Exactly, Jorge. Exactly. Like, again, there's also, like, the fact that you don't need to be beautiful to be desirable, right? You don't need to be gorgeous to be worth something, to be sexy, to be funny, to be interesting, to be fun. Like, you could be a 1, and there is somebody out there that will find you sexy and attractive. But will the majority of people find you attractive? No, because that intrinsically flawed system is set up because that is like an average, right? And there's more people in the average than there is the outliers. However, outliers exist for a reason. They're there. Isn't the numbers thing a cringe? Yeah, it's cringe. Thank you for subbing with Prime. Emer Sonatier. Holy shit, my throat is sore. This spiel from you is very funny for some reason. Sky Burial, I'm castrating you at Offkai. Why is it sore, Midas? Are you okay? Because I've been talking for... How long have we been live? For an hour, 25 minutes. And I haven't been talking much this week, so my mouth isn't used to it. Well, my throat, I guess. Now, I'm gonna be so real. For Offkai, the last 2 weeks, I have been doing a liquid fast. I've been doing... I'm allowed to have a little bit of fruit every day, but I am not immune to skinny people propaganda, which is skinny people hot. I am not skinny, and so I want to be better, right? So for 2 weeks, I've had nothing but only fluids and a tiny bit of fruit every day. So like little bits of grapes or maybe a strawberry. But I've had coffee, water, tea, gamer subs, energy drinks. That's it. That's been my whole diet. No smoothies. Yesterday, I finally had my first solid food in a while. Well, besides the berries. I had a whole sleeve of rice cakes. It was great. And I'm building up myself a little bit so that I can eat once I actually land at Offkai. But when I'm landing, I'm gonna get pancakes. And I'm so excited for that. I've been having nothing for 2 weeks so that I can eat a whole bunch at Offkai, and I'm very excited for that. You won't even keep it if you don't have a sustainable diet. Okay, you guys are telling me to stop it. I literally am stopping it. It was a short-term thing. Isn't it bad to eat solids after a liquid diet? Well, no, again, I've been like having like berries every day as well. And I had the rice cakes yesterday. I was easing back into it with stuff, you know? Were you that bad that you need an emergency diet? Yes. Yes. I am a parking fight. I swear to God, if I see a parking lot fight at Offkai, I am recording that shit. I am uploading it on spot. Plain pancakes or with stuff on it. I've never had like an American pancake. I've only had like Canadian pancakes from our chains, but the place I'm going has like a bunch of really cool flavors and like stuff, so I want to try a fancy pancake. World Star. Yeah, Para. World Star. I'm so excited. You should picture of the peace sign as a thumbnail. Midas, do you have a hyper niche fixation? Books, media, hobbies, etc.? Chat, is it the time of broadcast where I start talking about Artemis Fowl again? Is it Artemis Fowl time, chat? Is it time for Artemis Fowl again? World Star! Not again. Shut up! Oh, I hate you, Twitch. No, there's like there's some special events that VTubers are holding. There's like after parties and whatnot. I've never been to those before. Like, I've been a VTuber for years, but I'd never imagined that I'd get to go to these things. And it's scary, but I'll have a friend there, so I'll be able to, yeah. The one thing I'm not gonna fucking do, though, is I'm not gonna drink, which which is a controversial thing, but people get fucking roofied at these parties every year, and I'm not taking that chance. I don't care how good the 25 USD drinks are. I'm not getting anything that I need to get a cover for. No. I'll just have like a bottle of water that I'm twisting on and off. Underground VTuber Fight Club. Overground VTuber Fight Club. I want murder on the dance floor. I want there to be, people, duking it out on the main stage at Offkai. Oh, Usan is performing! Usan is performing on stage with Kisuna I, the VTuber. Okay, a lot of you guys are new gen VTuber fans or people who I'm their first VTuber. Kisuna I's a big fucking deal. She's a big fucking deal. She was the person who coined the term VTuber. She is considered, by and large, the first VTuber from like 7 or 8 years ago at this point. Like, and she is with my Oshi on stage! Kisuna I was a big deal. Her historical importance makes her a big deal, okay? I ain't about that shit, DZ. I was there in 2016. Party rock, Necro. The Kisuna PewDiePie situation is legendary. Yeah. If I had a flesh tuber I could collab with, it would be Pyrocynical. Unironically. It used to be Quite, but now it's Pyrocynical. Well, I mean, it was Pyrocynical before anyway. Quite was on there as well, but I don't know. He's fallen off emotionally. Pyro is like evolved with the times, and he's still kind of got like a soft spot in my heart. I think I could shoot this shit with Pyro. Be the first to actually become a member for. Oh, thank you, Panda Monica. Pyro. I love Pyrocynical. Okay, I've been really liking his video essays recently. He's gonna inflate you. Why? I don't know. Have you ever caught his live like gaming broadcasts on Twitch? Bro's fucking hilarious. I am not an inflation fetishist furry, okay? Sky, I'm not a furry. I don't have an inflation fetish. The only reason that my boobs canonically inflate and deflate is because it's really fucking funny, but also it makes getting fan art and official artwork easier because every boob size is canon. The canon default for Midas, even though it's like jiggly because that's how the modeler made them, is actually supposed to be flat. Midas was always supposed to be flat. remember the fuck you noises. Kizuna I meme. A fuck you. A fuck you. A fuck you. Yeah. A fuck you. Do you fuck with furry femboys, Midas? I mean, I fuck with femboys. Yeah? Not furry femboys, though. Never knew it was physically possible to sit through a pyro video for more than 5 minutes. Yeah, no, I do that shit, like, recreationally on purpose. I thought it was just you adding or taking rabbits out of your jacket. I mean, that too. Grown ass man asking a 3D model about her fetishes. It's so over. Oh, it's just begun. If you want more detailed information, Necro has that on his channel. Bro! Okay! This is gonna, like, really, like, expose me because I'm a real fucking degenerate. But there's a guy who is really well known in the amputation enthusiast community. The skull fucking community, if you will. Anyway, somebody sent him my stuff, and he saw the video that Necro made, my fetishes, and bro was like, oh my god, I can finally break my rule about not drawing VTubers because this one might actually like it. And I'm like, ah! Is that weird to be excited for? Yeah, that's really weird. Nah, I'm out. Vildoc, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. Alright. I mean, bro, I need the sauce immediately. No. No. I doubt. No. No. Funny how you're talking to Total Black Void with no music in background. Honestly, it's refreshing with how quaint it is. I wanted to go back to basics. This was how Midas's, like, the 2.0 debut was, right? And so for the final broadcasts of Midas 2.0, I wanted it to be the way it started, right? Headache for Midas. It's where Bao, Pyro, and Dobson did a club, the world would go full Evangelion. It would explode. It would inflate. I'm remembering why I didn't like you that one time. Skull fucking sucks balls, and so does your taste. Yeah, okay, grand VNV. Everybody's allowed to have one bad piece of taste, okay? Everyone's allowed to be wrong one time, okay? And that is my one thing that I'm allowed to be wrong about. I'm new. Why is Midas leading? I'm getting the milk and the Malibro Reds. Papa's gotta go get his cigarettes. You're the man of the house now, chat. No, I'll be back in December. Those are my dad's preferred cigs, lol. Yeah, because I'm your dad now. Please make the final broadcast be. I'm gonna go get milk. No, I think for my final broadcast, I'm gonna, go take my life savings and go spend them at the casino. The casino. Anyway. First time been to one of your broadcasts. Your outfit is genuinely cool. What music do you like, by the way? You missed the intro. I like electro swing. I like death metal. I like alternative weirdcore shit. I like Will Wood. I like Lemon Demon. Unironically, look this up. It's a real song and it's really good, but it has a terrible name. Not name, but like unfortunate. The band name is called Chris Henson and the Autistics, which is an interesting name. But the song is called Cocaine Trade. Look it up right now. It is a bop. It's a silly song at the start, but once you really get into the chorus, you're like, wait, this kind of fucks. And then it's an earworm. And then you never forget, oh my God, it's coming back, coming back. Again, Cocaine Trade by Chris Henson and the Autistics. Mother, can I have the crossbow? No. No, Necro, I mean it legitimately. It's a great song. I'd play it, but then fuck it, this broadcast is getting muted anyway. Hold on. Oh yeah, now listen to Ken Ashcorp too. Oh, psych, you quit it. The way I met Ken wasn't through his music, okay? I'm not gonna think of music when I think of Ken Ashcorp. I'm thinking of the rabbit femboy that started liking all of the porn fan art one day in my community that was just vibing, okay? I didn't know he did music till later. Okay, Chris Henson and the Autistics. Cocaine Trade. Oh, Fish Inside a Birdcage is good? Oh yeah, Fish in a Birdcage is excellent. Alright, let's grab the music video for this. We'll put it on. It'll be a vibe. Put it on YouTube. Can I... Where is it? Window capture? Oh, it's Kristen Henson and the Autistics. What does Ken Ashcorp do? I thought he only did music. Oh, he's a VTuber as well. This isn't React Slop. This is me sharing my favorite music with you guys. We're gonna dance together.
Power Leopard.
Cowbell.
Marimba. Duders, recreate this song with me at the meetup.
She got the stuff. Now all she needs is a place she can bomb there. Yeah. It's just my love that all the hips.
This isn't React Slop. I'm not reacting, I'm dancing. We're having a dance party. This is for the duders that can't make it to the meetup. We're having the duder dance party right now.
But I said, oh my God, it's coming back, coming back. It was
Hi, Raiders!
the first time round. Oh my God, it's
Coming back, coming back. I can't wait to hear the sound. All songs are better with cowbell. Oh yeah. Do you like Frank Sinatra? I do. I'm not React slopping, I'm dancing.
And so we go there. There's dudes with blue hair, chicks with glow sticks.
Yeah.
And so we dance there. It reminds me of 1996. Yeah. But I said, oh my God, it's
Coming back, coming back.
It was late the first time round.
Oh my God,
It's coming back, coming back. I can't bear to hear the sound. Dance all night to pretty lights. Nothing's right. Consciousness is lost and made. All we did was make 'em rich, make 'em rich. Helping out the cocaine trade.
Chris Henson and the Autistics, my goat.
I used to dance, thought I was dancing for peace. I used to dance, I thought the music was sweet. It was just 'cause the drugs matched the beat.
What did I walk into? We're listening to Chris Henson and the Autistics. I'm joining them. I'm joining them. We're going to the cocaine trade. We're at the party now.
Oh my God, it's coming back, coming back. It was late the first time round. Oh my God, it's coming back, coming back. I can't bear to hear the sound.
Song is almost done. Yeah, that whole part of the VOD is getting nuked out of the sun. I'm getting blasted. Aw, and he's all alone. Look at him though, he's dressed very sharp. He's a duder. Anyway. Yeah, that's what you're missing out when you're not going to the duder meetup at Offkai at 12 noon. 12 to 2. Subject to change depending on how things are going. Could be shorter, could be in a different location. Who knows? But that's the initial plan. Can't tell if it's mumbo jumbo or if there's a message behind it. Oh, the message is about a woman who sells drugs, and she's very sexy. That's the message of the song. How can we be lovers? Flash mob when? If somebody brings a boom box to Offkai and they manage to get it to the meetup, we can do a How Can We Be Lovers live karaoke. If that's what you want. Between the Hot Ones challenge and the arm wrestling and the dinosaur outfit, if you guys want to do a How Can We Be Lovers karaoke moment, I'm down. Last broadcast won't be another 3 hours, so how can we be lovers? Well, no. Last broadcast is going to be like a half hour of tearful, and then a half hour of singing some songs that I've pre-prepped properly. It's not going to be like the earlier karaoke-ish thing. But it'll be a couple of songs that I know the community has requested of me. And that'll tie it off in a nice little bow, I think. And then I'm dead. Until the winter. Unless you see me. Give me raw Midas karaoke, damn it. Psych, I literally did raw karaoke at the beginning of today's broadcast. Did you miss it? I hope somebody clipped it, because that's copyrighted audio, and YouTube will make me mute it forcibly. I want my ordinary life. I mean, you got like a proper cover of that. No, I mean like the songs that people have asked me to do that I haven't done. Have you heard of Stalker's Tango? Yes. What is the head shape angle? You mean this? Ah! I'm like a hammer. I'm a ball peen hammer. And like when I lean forward, it's me smacking you into place. Did you guys never see the short I animated? Young and Proud? No matter what we say, no matter what we do, we are united. Young and proud. Young and proud. My hair looks exactly like that, except there's red under. Okay, red. Avriana, I'm going to tell you this right now. Red is unironically my favorite color. Like, genuinely, it is my favorite color. Anywhere, any way you do it, I'm calling out your name, but you never hear me. Hi, Midas. Are you pregnant? What kind of pregnancy lasts from July 2nd to December 1st? July, August, September, October, November, December. That would be like a less than 5-month pregnancy. That doesn't work that way. Pregante. Anywhere, any way you do it. And you actually have to have sex to get pregnant. And unfortunately, I'm not the Virgin Mary. With fast shipping? Fast shipping. That's fucking diabolical. And no, I know that y'all are joking, but I've said my reasons before why I would never have biological child. That's got too many issues. Too many issues with that. Not child existing, but my genetics existing again. Baby's gonna be really pretty. That's crazy. Amazon shipping. Sex is real, chat? I know, right, Darkness? Look, if it's real, how come I haven't had it, huh? Sounds fake to me. If everyone's having it, how come I haven't had it? Clearly it's fake. Midas, do you fuck with emo femboys? Oh yeah, I fuck with emo femboys. But isn't intercourse pleasurable? I mean, from what I've heard, I would like to know. Midas is a firm eugenics believer? Absolutely. Absolutely. I am not for race-based eugenics. I am for selective breeding, though. I am very much so for, you breed out the worst. Reward well-bred individuals. Reward premium genetics that are free of disease and free of mutation. Don't punish those without it, but incentivize those with perfect genes to breed. If sex is so good, then where's sex too? Exactly. I've seen more than one dojin with that setup. Midas, you got anything to tell us? That's crazy. And define mutation. Now, Para. Now. You know that that's not a dig. I mean, like, redheads. No, we gotta selectively outbreed all redheads. We need to extinguish all redheads from humanity. Or maybe, I don't know. Actually, let's study the genetic makeup of a redhead. And if they're superior to us in every way conceivable, maybe I had it the wrong way. Maybe we need to get rid of everybody else and only exclusively breed redheads. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was blind this whole time. Genetic engineering makes eugenics redundant. Actually, no, genetic engineering is a tool of eugenics. Eugenics is less of a process and more of a philosophy at this point. I mean, there's like crossover between the two, but there's, at this point, practically it's a philosophy. And genetic engineering absolutely contributes to it. A ginger separatist. I like the redhead war going on in both chats at the moment. Yeah, but we'll never have a second Midas ever now. Thank fucking God for that. Midas hates the Irish, so based. I love the Irish. My favorite novelist is Irish, and my favorite book characters are Irish. Gene edit yourself to be a 10 in a heartbeat. If I had the ability to, like, character customize, character creation screen customize my ass, you bet I'd be in that pod all day, delicately moving sliders. Midas, weren't you ginger? I'm not ginger! Stop saying that! I've never been ginger! Genuine. I'm not ginger! Unironically, my natural hair color is straight. I'm just a fucking Slav, okay? I got like the dirty blonde fawn colored hair. I've got the steel gray eyes. I got the pale burnable skin. Like, I'm just fucking Ukrainian, man. At least genetically. Well, technically I'm blonde now. Yeah, because I quintuple bleached my hair. Ah, it's that base VTuber girl that's flooding my short suggestions. Ah, it's that Mooney Monk. Coming in as a first-time chatter. Welcome, welcome. I thought you were Canadian. Yes, I am. I am a Canadian citizen. But I'm not, like, native Canadian, right? Like, no. Americans have this, unnecessary urge, and Canadians do as well, to go, okay, well, I am American, I am Canadian, but I am 5% this, 7% that, 2% this, 6%, 6% that, 5% that. I am like, you know, I am genetically Ukrainian because my ancestry ran away from the Holodomor. And I've grown up in a community of first and second generation immigrant Ukrainians. So I've got a lot of the culture that's been brought over and I've been raised with, a lot of the music, all that. But I myself am not Ukrainian by like birth in the country, right? I just kind of got lineage there. And I very much so fucking look like it. I look like a peasant stock. Sex percent. Shut up, the E-chan. Her bloodline was declared impure by Funny Mustache Man. No, actually, the Holodomor wasn't a World War II thing. It was a Russian thing. Hi, Timsters. Just watched the Necro vid about Midas's fetishes, and this just proves that female gooners are worse than male gooners. I'm not a gooner. I'm not a gooner. I'm a classy individual. I just have elevated taste that you guys can't fathom because you're pathetic. Oh, you meant Stalin. Okay, I guess he is also a Funny Mustache Man. Sorry, I'm used to Twitter Funny Mustache Man, and that's always Hitler. Explains the bunny mask and thin body style when you broke the mirror. You legit came from Dead by Daylight. Okay, Mockingjay, it's a well-known fact in the community at this point, but in that video, that was my sister. I'm a bit stockier than her. They don't understand the things I say on Twitter. Okay, Johnny Horseman. Ukrainian Tomoko. That's wretched. core of chunkness. I'm going to fucking kill you for that one. I'm going to kill you. Don't you one guy me. Don't you one guy me. I put a lot of effort into that liquid only diet for the last 2 weeks to not be called chunkness. Hi, Midas. I'm being a functioning adult today. I'm very proud of you for that one. Gavina2105. No, unironically, peak female form, just cut off the breasts. Just flat chest, wide, like, hips, good thighs. That is peak female form. I'm sorry. I don't care what y'all have to say. Like, boobs suck. Proud of you for reducing your chunk percentages. Thank you, Sakana. I've been trying. Yeah, no. My mother has been harassing me to try and slim down for ages because she's like, well, no guy's ever gonna want you if you're fat and ugly. And I'm like, well, no guy's gonna want me if I'm skinny and ugly either. Like, I don't see the point. But when I realized I was gonna go to Offkai and I was gonna meet some people for the first time, it's like, okay, maybe I won't put in the effort for a boyfriend, but maybe I can put in the effort for these people that have emotionally invested themselves in me. I think they deserve me as good as I can make myself. And I think I've been successful in this. How much workout have you been doing? I've been doing some standard workout throughout the day. I've been doing lots of running. I've been doing lots of arms. Lots of arms. But I like boobs. That sucks. Sucks to suck, Dynamanic. I hate boobs. Walk 6 miles a day or just 1,000 steps a day if you're starting out. That's a good to know. I do actually walk every day as well. I do like a half-hour run every day. I do also go for like an hour-long walk to get the mail. Do you supplement fiber? It helped me a ton when I was losing weight. No. Since your hands work, can you flip us off? There you go. How were your arms after last week's club? Oh, they were actually pretty fine. They were sore for like 2 days, but I just kept going. Worked out the lactic acid. Kept going, but a lot gentler. That's just a femboy without penis. Exactly. Peak woman is man. JK. Rat. Deformed Ohio. Rat moth. Hello. Alkavi. Almost been a year. 11 months. That's nuts. Thank you for the sub. Might just think like this. Less weight, better breathing, better sleeping, better health in general. Exactly! Anyway. Incorrect buzzer. That's crazy. You feeling good with the workout? Yes, I am. Tomboy supremacy? Fuck yeah. Let's catch up with Supas real quick. Look at how this cat dances. Shut up, Teleyun. Thank you for the 5. Sometimes the guy is the best girl. Exactly. Alright, I'm thinking it's about time we raid. What do you guys think? Think 2 hours is good? I have to get packing. It's already 8:30 p.m. And I have to wake up early. I have to wake up at 5. Do you know your BMR? There's 3,500 calories to a pound. My baseline metabolic rate is 800. Like, it is under the standard average for femoid, my height class. Because I'm so sedentary, well, initially anyway, so my metabolism is fucked. So anything over 800 calories a day, I gain weight. Unironically. So 800 or less is maintenance. And for loss, I need to be at 700 or less. Encore another song. While we're looking for... You know what? Fuck it. Why not? I'll grab another Lemon Demon song, and on the way out, where we're looking for somebody to raid, we can do a stupid fucking song. Lemon Demon. We already did Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. Here we go. Here's a good one. What about Kitchen Nightmares? I'll ask mods and see if somebody wants to help me turn that on tonight. Two trucks having sex. Two trucks having sex. My muscles involuntarily flex. Two trucks having sex. Two trucks having sex. My muscles involuntarily flex. Two pickup trucks making love. American made, built for tough, too beautiful. Murder machine, American angels in the sky. Chrome and cry. Two trucks having sex. Two trucks having sex. My muscles involuntarily flex. Two trucks having sex. Two trucks having sex. My muscles involuntarily flex. Right by their top, no ZZ Top and Robert Zadar from Maniac Cop 1, 2, and 3. This barbecue could bring you to your knees, and so could these two trucks. Two trucks holding hands. Two trucks holding hands. The passion is more than I can withstand. Two trucks holding hands. Two trucks holding hands. The passion, my big fat heart expands. Two pickup trucks, one cylinder block. Crush my body like a rock, so beautiful. No stars tonight, just fireworks and eagles in the sky. The founding fathers cry. Two trucks having sex. Two trucks having sex. My muscles involuntarily flex. Two trucks having sex. Two trucks having sex. My muscles involuntarily flex. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The two trucks are going to be me and Pixie at the Duder Meetup, holding hands. Two trucks, involuntarily flex. Two trucks, having sex. My muscles, involuntarily flex. Two trucks. Two trucks. Oh yes. Two trucks. Oh yes. Two trucks. Oh yes. Oh yes. Two trucks. Two trucks. Two trucks. See you at Offkai. See you tomorrow. I'm looking forward to the flight. And if I crash because I'm on two separate Boeings and this is the last time you see me, wash your foreskin.